Hey everybody, Squish here. So I figured get a video up, just kind of dovetailing off of what Phil had done for me at I Love Baseball Cards in getting some cards graded. Wanted to quick talk about some stuff and something that I learned pretty quickly, which is a really cool thing. Like this one, for instance, it's the 2020 Panini Prism, blah blah blah, Stargazing Snakeskin Prism. Only got an 8, don't care. Wanted this one encapsulated because, as you can see, I mean, that pattern is badass. And this is one of the rainbows I am working on. And side note, if you can hear the lovely sound in the background, I'm in the garage, yep, Central Station. And it's got a nice little rain this morning. We need it. But wanted to definitely get a number of these graded. And this was the first one that I wholeheartedly, I didn't care. I mean, obviously I knew this wasn't going to get a 10 because prisms are really hard to grade. Well, I shouldn't say hard to grade, they're just hard on grading. But they just continue, almost dropped it. They just continue to get kind of tough with them. But I wanted to bring up something. See, as you can see, garage floor. This guy right here. Give me 1 second here. Gonna rearrange a little bit so I don't drop stuff. Look at that. Gem Mint 10, 2022 Topps Mini, online only, Max Scherzer from the Update series. Okay? She's a mini. I mean, all cards look mini in the, gorilla hands there. But I had Phil. Oh, we got a little dust on there I don't like. I'm gonna put these in team bags too. Don't worry. I asked Phil to do a pop report on this for me. I just kind of wanted to see how many were around, or how many had been graded. Fun fact: this is a one of one. I own the only one, not only in a 10, but that has been graded period in the world. I think that's pretty cool. That not only did I mint it out at a 10, which is what I really wanted. If this was the only one that I said, if it comes back a 9, something's hinky. I had a little mark there is on the plastic, see, but I was super stoked that this came back a 10. I would have been pissed if it came back a 9, to be honest. And the kicker is I have another one. And I also have a couple other years from Scherzer for, I think, a 2014 when he was with Detroit. I've got a bunch of others that I'm going to get graded. The other one that I really was stoked about was this guy here. 91 score, Bo Jackson, ball breaker in a 9. 1 second, I'm going to put the other ones back. God, I love the rain here. Oh yeah, just right out the garage door. Focus. So yeah, hardest part about it, you see it, black border, kids. Black border. The back's not too bad. That's all white. But that front is where you're going to get killed. I'm just super happy about this. Plus, when Bo played, I mean, for crying out, look at it. Yeah, he's like, I struck out. I'm pretty sure that ball in that picture there is just the catcher throwing it back to, the ball boy or an ump or whatever. That's absolutely perfect day to talk baseball cards. Wanted to say something real quick too. I've been gone for a while. Yeah. I didn't have any health issues. It's actually my pops not doing great. He's still not doing great. He's still with us, but he's getting, he's good days and bad days. But as I say that, it just starts pouring. Yeah, he's got good days and bad days. Yeah, that's what happened. Driller and Squish, there's more than just I needed, some time to take care of Dad and work with Mom on how to figure out what the hell we're gonna do. Then it's not that cut and dry, unfortunately. But until I have a conversation with Driller, which unfortunately is going to have to be on my time, we'll figure it out. I guess we'll have to figure it out because we're both adults. But it's just there's stuff that was behind the scenes that everybody needs. We'll talk about. But I just wanted to say I'm super happy to be back. I missed everybody. I've still been sending rack packs to people, which cracks me up. Leander got one down in the Dominican. Maiden got one that you guys have already seen us open when I was with him. Maiden has been a huge supporter and kind of, hey, go do it, get back on. And I said, you know what, absolutely. So check out Maiden's World of Wax. He knows what he's doing. He's doing the Metal Mondays, which I love. He's doing Pokemon cards, which I just don't have. I don't have enough info on it. Never got into them. But one of these days, I'm sure I'll have to pop on and talk about it. But he knows his cards as well. He's up there in good old Canada. But he's a hell of a guy and a hell of a member of the card community, which is a word I have trouble saying just because I'm not card community. It just sounds weird. Throughout the last 2 years, the amount of people that I've met either in person or online or both, it blows my mind. I've got friends now that I talk to on a regular basis nationally, and that hasn't happened for a really long time. Back when I was a superstar, but now times change, friends change, and the people that are in my life on a regular basis are very much appreciated. Trying to work something out with couple people that I don't think we've really heard from. We know of them, but we just don't. They don't have their own channel. I like zoom in for no reason. They don't have their own channel, or they're just kind of like part of the community of cards, but don't really. They like to watch rather than post. Which hey, to each their own. So yeah, without being long-winded, you guys are going to get a ton of information, but I'll make sure to do it the right way as well. And I'm not going to, go and pee in somebody else's pool. It's not like we're fighting. No. So that's not how that goes. I don't have time for that. But this green refractor, I will tell you, I was a little hurt that I got an 8 on it. I was hoping for a 9. I know, again, Topps Chrome. PSA is hard on anything shiny. What the hell is that? Hold on a second here. Is that on the... If I missed that... What the... Seriously? It looks like a chicken showing you its ass. A weird peace sign. Or like a little dude throwing his hands up in the air. And Roman numeral 2 or 2 exclamation points without periods. That's not on the plastic. Well, maybe that's why it got an 8. I even cleaned these before I sent them. Before you're like, well, dude, you're supposed to wipe them down with a microfiber before you send them to PSA or SGC. Yeah, thanks, Captain Obvious. Seriously, people. Oh, another gripe. People who use Scotch tape or packing tape for the insides of packages sent either from eBay or from collector to collector, knock it off. Knock it off. Clear tape has no business being on a top loader. Seriously. No business. I got... I recently had won an auction on eBay for 120 Cal Ripken Jr. cards. And I'm a Cal fan. Everybody is. It's Iron Man. The original Iron Man. But this guy sent the cards to me like it was a piece of fish. Just wrapped up in a newspaper, then put into 2 those bubble mailer USPS, like just bubble mailer envelopes. And I was like, what in the hell? You're getting creative, but yeah, he penny sleeved them, but that was it. They were just kind of folded nicely, as if you just got yourself a fillet of perch from Jimmy down there at the fish market. That Chrome 8, I like that there's a little, it's recycling bin. It's just, yeah, it's fun, and then you get some of that stuff, and you're like, really, guys? So, there's a fog that'll probably happen soon here in the garage. As you can tell, though, I am a Max Scherzer fan. I cannot believe that that's the case. He's now with Texas. And Scherzer was quoted as saying that he didn't expect to ever leave the Mets, which meant he was going to retire as a Met. 2/99. Hey, the thing's not bad at all. It looks good. Except for whatever the hell is on the bottom now. That's bothering me. Anywho, so then, me being of my age, getting this one graded was a must. Got a 7, which is tough. I mean, that's a really pretty 7. A really pretty 7. And centering, I don't think I should have got hit with a 7 on centering, people. I mean, the back is clean. Kind of shitty that in the light here you're seeing a couple of the dings, and I haven't really touched these cards since I got them from Phil. The Buster Posey, there's a different one from 2010 Bowman where he's in a batting position, and I made the mistake. I wanted to send the one to PSA that Phil had gotten me, which is unfortunately not this one. And if you heard from in the video that Phil and I did, I am a Posey fan, I am a Max Scherzer fan, Yadier Molina. I've got a ton of PC players, and I'm working on doing 1,000 card Buster Posey and 1,000 card Max Scherzer. I think that'll be excellent. You know, he caught a perfect game with Matt Cain. He won a World Series second year in the league. I mean, Tim Lincecum was his teammate, and also a teammate in college at Florida State. He caught 46-year-old Randy Johnson for largest pitcher-catcher age difference since '03. Okay, all right. Don't know about them fun facts, kids, but I'm going to give this video a quick pause here. I'll be right back. All right, put the mini back up there. But just, it's so cool. So I own the only one that's ever been graded 1 through 10. But that's awesome. Up close and personal, just readjusting on my end. But yeah, I don't know how I feel with Max Scherzer being a Texas Ranger. Apparently, I'm also might be having a stroke. Jesus. But I love that I get to add this to my PC. It's good to be back. I'm going to be posting a ton of stuff, talking to a ton of people. I've already made a list of a lot of people that I'll be doing videos with. We're going to open up content. We're going to talk sports. We're going to talk life. What is that? The whole life, liberty, and freedom, or something like that. I don't know. I'm not a theologian, but if you guys want a good laugh, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna pause it again. I got one card I'll show you, and then I'll explain why it's hilarious. Okay, so this is the Feathered Creatures. That's actually stitching, if you can tell. It's like Grandma made it. Nana made me a card out of Goodwin Champs. Shoebill Stork. I forgot what Phil called me. Let's see here. We got 2021. Yeah, Upper Deck Goodwin Champs. It is it's I mean, look at this. They are capable of killing a baby crocodile for dinner. So, I'll read it just because I have a beautiful voice. Shoebills have jaw-dropping bills that make up at least half the length of their head. They are tactile hunters that live in swamps in eastern Africa, where they primarily feed on fish, but will also consume lizards and snakes. Armed with sharp-edged bills, they are capable of killing a baby crocodile for dinner. Congratulations. When I picked this up because the way, and you can YouTube this, the way that you would greet this dinosaur, and they are dinosaurs, they can be, 6 feet tall almost, is that you bow to them. You just stand there and, bow a little bit, and you shake your head back and forth, and they do the same. And when they call, they smack their beaks together, which look like giant clogs. The Dutch wooden shoes. Thank you very much. Sounds like a machine gun going off. It's loud as all hell. But these things are, in my opinion, the closest thing to a living dinosaur that I've ever witnessed. And I do want to see one in person before I leave this earth. I don't think Milwaukee County has a shoebill stork just chilling, because I would have already been there. Then I also grabbed something that I've had in my collection for probably, oh man, since this came out. So yeah, since it came out, right. Obviously not real. Okay, it's a reprint, kids. 95. But it's one of those things where even having a reprint of this kind of reminds you of the history of collecting baseball cards. And, everybody knows what this is. Well, and if you don't, it's the Honus Wagner T206. At one point, or I think still now, the most expensive baseball card out there. Wayne Gretzky had owned one at one time. There's legends about fakes, this, that, and the other thing. Honus Wagner's nickname, Flying Dutchman, played for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And, yeah, he's a hell of a player. He's in the Hall of Fame. And as you can see there, reprint, so I'm not going to get this graded and sell it as a 10, kids. But this one is real, and this one is going to get graded. As you can see, it's been through hell and back. Willie Davis, not Dixie Davis. And it is a Piedmont-backed T206 1911. $2 at a garage sale about a decade ago. I collect a lot of oddball stuff too, meaning got a hold of my grandfather on my mom's side was a right-wing gunner on a B-29. But so this is just kind of the closest that I could get at the moment. Out of 19, Upper Deck Goodwin again. It is a North American T6 Texan cloth flight suit piece, and you can't even touch it because there's plastic. Can you hear that? There's plastic over it. There's a little hair in there. I don't like that. But yeah, I love these kind of goofy relics. When they had, what was it? Allen and Ginter had pieces of like Abe's beard and like Washington's wig and Kennedy's, cufflinks or whatever, dinosaur things, blah, blah, blah. This was another one that, within the last 2 years has become very, very relative. With all the crap going on in Ukraine and everything, this Ukrainian airplane, the Antonov AN-225 Mira, it was the largest cargo plane ever built. And videos of it, holy crap. Absolutely just a modern marvel. I scooped, this was before Ukraine and everything, but I wanted, Allen and Ginter did it. I'm like, oh, well, I want the regular and I want the chrome. And if I was in this, hobby for the money, I would have dumped these off when they were going for $35 to $40 a piece, because the Russians blew up the hangar that this plane was being stored in. So this plane, unfortunately, no longer exists, and it's a shame. I almost swore too much. It says right back here, more than 3 decades after its maiden flight in 1988, the Antonov remains the longest and heaviest plane ever built. I mean, it stretches 275 feet with a 288-foot wingspan. Are you kidding me? It was designed to carry the Soviet space shuttles. So kind of like what NASA did with the 747s, where they piggyback them. That's what was, done for this. But I mean, they were just sending whatever they could throw at it. It's just, it's a shame that this thing no longer exists and that I can't ever see it. But we're living history, we're living. We've had Afghanistan happen. We've had more Iraq, more Middle East, more now Ukraine and Russia. These are things that our kids and grandkids are going to learn about in history books. I don't know if this plane is going to make it in there, but I'm sure a Wikipedia page somewhere down the line will say, hey, it was destroyed in the Russian-Ukrainian war of 2022-23. I hope it ends soon, but I'm not a politician, and nor am I going to talk politics on this channel. I want to thank everybody that I've had the pleasure of talking to while I was on my hiatus, which is a fun word to say. Throw questions, requests, comments. I love them. I changed it to Squish and Friends because of the only reason is that's exactly the channel is going to work out. It's going to be me and local or not local friends of mine talking cards, opening content, and just all around having a good time. And the rain has slowed down. We're going to talk personal collections, how you got in it, how, what you like, what you don't like about it. Right now, I don't like that it's almost like we're getting into Junkyards 2.0, and it's getting scary. But I love a lot of the product that's still coming out. I don't care. I just want to open stuff on the channel and have fun doing it with everybody there. So thank you very much for bearing with me. I hope that this inaugural video finds you in a good place. And I wish you nothing but the best here. We're going to have a good time. And I can definitely tell you, Honus Wagner says, this is a 1911 haircut. I'm DJ Squish. This is Squish and Friends. Buckle up and thank you guys. Thank you very much. We'll talk soon. Okay, bye.